Hey, for those of you just joining us, welcome to the Fighting Age Male Society. Here's where masculinity starts. From top to bottom, you're going to learn all the ins and outs about being masculine. We teach stoicism, combat, nutrition, and attire on this channel. So go ahead and stick around to the end because we have something super exciting for you to learn. I'm going to tell you a little story real quick about confidence and being yourself. So, as you guys know, I'm Spencer James. I grew up in West Ventura, California, in a little community called the Avenue, right? And if you're not familiar with Ventura, Ventura is about 1 hour above Los Angeles, located in Southern California, and it is predominantly white and Hispanic. So with that being said, I grew up in a Mexican neighborhood. And what I realized from growing up is that 97% of guys are fucking pussies. And the reason I found this out was because I kind of got affiliated with the wrong group. I'm not going to say too much right here, but what I am going to say is that the more I was listening to words, the more I would sit back and get afraid of what somebody could do. The more I heard somebody speak was, I thought that was solid foundation for who they were. Now, it wasn't until I actually got affiliated with some dangerous folk who taught me not everybody is about what they say. So a little story was, I was on the east end of Ventura. We're at this place called Hobart Park. And while we're there, we were with a bunch of friends actually. And we're drinking, we're having a good time, we're playing music. We invited maybe 6-7 girls, and we're all just chilling in the park. It's probably about noon. It's about 90 degrees out. It's a hot day. And about 2 of my closest buddies were there too. And so while we're chilling, one of the guys that we had invited came down, and, he was a cool cat. We went to high school together. We knew each other. Everything was fine. But after you get that liquid courage going, everybody's got a mouth on them, right? We're hanging out. Everything seems to be going all right. I see one of my buddies. He comes over and he's, we're bullshitting each other. And this guy turns while I said something smart ass to my friend. I don't quite remember what I said, but I said something that was definitely along the lines of making fun of him because of his black ass. Because we were going back and forth, because my generation, we grew up, racism was something that was funny. And we used to just joke with each other about it. So we were going back and forth on each other, constantly talking shit. This guy came over and he was like, and I say this verbatim, "Hey, D, you want me to slap him?" And I said, "What? Slap who?" He says, "You want me to slap him?" And points back at me again. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? He goes, "Hey, bro, it was just a joke." "Oh, no. You had that serious face on. You were telling my homie that you wanted to slap me because I was making fun of my homie. I don't know you. What the fuck are you talking about?" So from there, he was like, "Oh, it was just a joke, but if you want to act on it, we can act on it. Whatever you want to do, yada, 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 whoop." It's like, all right, fuck it. Put my beer down. I say, let's go to the bathroom real quick. So him and I are walking to the bathroom. Now we got a crowd of people following us because, everybody's drunk. We got a beer fight. Something's going to happen. So we're going to the bathroom. Just him and I walk in, right? That's it. Just us. And the first thing out of his mouth is, "Do you want to go face shots or do you want to go body blows?" And the only thing I could think of was, what the fuck? We're walking in here to literally beat the fucking brakes off of each other, and you're asking if I want to punch you in the stomach or the face? I want to fuck you up and hit you in your mouth, dog. What do you mean? What? You know what I mean? In my logic, it's supposed to be us fist fighting. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to fist fight. I'm supposed to punch you in the face. You're supposed to punch me. That's what's supposed to happen. What is this questioning shit? Why are we getting the details worked out on a sheet of paper? That doesn't make any sense to me. So basically, what happened was we got it over with. The situation got dealt with, and everyone went home perfectly fine. We shook hands at the end of the fight. Everything was good. However, it was a big eye-opener for me. So here's a quick lesson as to why I'm telling everybody you need to gain more confidence. And even if you're not, just pretend to be confident, because 97% of the guys out there are fucking scared. They are absolutely scared, shaking in their boots, because nobody truly wants to come to harm. Everybody is afraid of violence and danger, and for some reason, they don't appreciate the adrenaline rush that comes with it. See, me, I was more of an adrenaline junkie. I still am. I will do fucking anything to get my fix for adrenaline. That's why drugs never affected me. Alcohol never affects me. I could do all that, drop it like cold turkey, and continue going the next day, and nothing happens. However, what I've come to notice is that the more you are quiet and the more you act, the more afraid of you people become. So instead of sitting there arguing with the dude, going back and forth, bickering because you're in a car jam, you can't get in line at the supermarket fast enough, instead of arguing with that dude in the middle of the school quad, you just sit there and actually tell him, do you want to get down or what? Do you want to fucking fight or what? You know what I mean? So the more confident you are, because they have to answer that. The more confident you are, they have to address it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And once you're a dictator of the situation, you do just that. You dictate the situation in your favor. So basically, what I'm trying to get across is the more confident you come off is the better for you. Because yes, you'll get that 3% of guys that are like, okay, let's go fight. And then it's showtime, show up and show out, do what you got to do. But 97% of the time, and I only say 97 because it turns out like 3% of guys can't fight. And only I think it's 6% can't fight and 3% aren't even willing to fight. You can look up the statistics on Google, but I myself have found out that damn near 90% of you are afraid to fist fight. You're afraid to get into a dangerous situation because you don't know the outcome. You're a fucking pussy. So long story short, whether you're afraid he's going to beat you up or you're going to beat him up, it doesn't matter. Just get to the situation at hand and get it solved, get it resolved. The more you are an action taker, the more comfortable. It's called exposure therapy, I'm pretty sure. But it's the more comfortable you become with it. Like you're more familiar. Dangerous people are more familiar with danger because they constantly put themselves in a spot of danger to a point where they're so familiar with it, now they know when to do it and when not to do it. And it's not every single time. Like if you're at the bar and you're constant, like there's this guy just running his fucking mouth all fucking night and he hasn't stopped and nobody's beating his ass. That's a time you should probably take him out back, say, hey, you want to go smoke a cigarette, and just fucking whoop him. Just fucking whoop him, right? But there's also times where you're inside the supermarket and they tell you to put a mask on and you say, fuck you. And then they keep yelling and screaming and yelling. That's probably not the best place to do it because everybody there is going to call the cops. So there's a time and a place. And what I like to teach my students in the Fighting Age Males Society is to pick a time and place for everything that you do. So there's a lot of things that we teach, like rewiring your brain to appreciate more. Acting upon impulse is not always what's needed. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Sexual discipline. We do a lot of things, right? But the main pillars of what we speak on is stoicism, combat, nutrition, and attire. So with that, the combat section, we teach a lot of being dangerous. So if you want to truly be dangerous, go ahead and check out our Discord. And it's all for free, too. You can jump right in there and get all the information for free. So with that said, if you would like to be more dangerous and come off more confident, just become it. Just act it. Just try to be more confident. And you'll notice the more confident you are and the more you believe in yourself, the less most people believe in themselves. And you don't even have to worry about that shit at all. It never really comes back to bite you unless you're out of pocket. And we even teach that in the society. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead and check it out. But other than that, thanks for tuning in for this video. This is the reason why you guys should be more confident, because 93% of people are afraid to fight, and the other 6% can't fight, and the final 1% are us, the dangerous folk, who don't fear anything that truly comes our way. We just deal with it. Just handle it. So if you'd like to figure out how to handle it, go ahead and check out our free resources in the Discord. If you'd like to tune in for the next video, go ahead. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know how I'm doing. Thanks, guys.
I just did what I was supposed to do.